Yes, insiders are already buzzing about an upcoming BAT Awards afterparty, where all three, Blueface, Chrisean Rock, and Coi Leray, are rumored to make an appearance. And if that happens, the internet might not just melt down, it could explode. This is no longer just a love triangle. It's a social media showdown, a battle for narrative dominance in the age of algorithm-driven fame. Each player is armed with followers, platforms, and receipts, and none seem ready to back down. Blueface drama heats up. Chrisean Rock and Coi Leray in explosive showdown over rekindled romance. Rumors it seems the drama never rests when it comes to Blueface and his turbulent love life. Just when fans thought things might simmer down, a new storm brewed, and this time, it's centered around his ex Coi Leray and current on-again off-again partner, Chrisean Rock. In a situation that could have been plucked straight from a reality TV script, Coi Leray allegedly attempted to reconnect with Blueface, sparking outrage from Chrisean, who wasted no time in making her stance crystal clear. Coi Leray's alleged move. Sources close to the situation say Coi Leray, once romantically linked to Blue, had recently been making subtle gestures toward him, leading many to believe she was looking to rekindle their old flame. Whether it was through social media posts, direct messages, or popping up at events where Blueface was expected, Coi's actions didn't go unnoticed, especially not by Chrisean Rock. From cryptic captions to flirtatious comments that fans were quick to dissect, it became evident that something was brewing. Coi's supposed move toward Blueface might have seemed low-key to some, but to Chrisean, it was a line crossed. Chrisean's fiery response. Chrisean Rock is known for her unfiltered personality and fierce loyalty, especially when it comes to her relationship with Blueface. So, it was no surprise when reports emerged that she was less than thrilled about Coi Leray's sudden interest. But less than thrilled might be an understatement. Witnesses claim that Chrisean confronted Coi directly, and what started as a heated exchange quickly spiraled into an all-out clash. The confrontation was reportedly intense, with shouting, pushing, and threats being exchanged. Chrisean, who has never been one to bite her tongue, allegedly threatened to hit Coi, sending the situation over the edge. Insiders say security had to step in before things turned physical. Chrisean was livid, one source revealed. She doesn't play about Blueface, and when she saw Coi trying to get back in the picture, she snapped. Social media fueling the fire. This explosive incident came hot on the heels of Blueface and Chrisean's recent social media feud, just days before Blueface had taken to X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram Live to vent about his relationship, claiming he was tired of the back and forth with Chrisean and hinting at needing space. Chrisean responded in kind with emotional posts, defending her actions and questioning Blueface's loyalty. Fans were left whiplashed by the emotional roller coaster. Some speculated a breakup was on the horizon, while others believed the couple was simply going through another of their many rough patches. Whatever the case, no one expected the drama to intensify so quickly, and certainly not in the form of a physical altercation with Blueface's ex. But that's exactly what happened. A history of volatility. Blueface and Chrisean's relationship has always been tumultuous. From viral videos showing their explosive arguments to police involvement and jail time, their love story has been marked by extremes. They've broken up and reconciled more times than fans can count, and each time, the cycle seems to grow more intense. Chrisean, who rose to fame after appearing on Blueface's reality show, has built a reputation for defending her man at all costs, sometimes to her own detriment. She's been involved in numerous altercations, both online and offline. With women she's accused of getting too close to Blueface. Coi Leray, meanwhile, has mostly stayed out of the spotlight in recent years, though her name occasionally resurfaces when Blueface's relationship drama hits the headlines. Her sudden return to the narrative has many wondering about her true intentions. What's Blueface saying? Surprisingly, Blueface has remained relatively silent about the altercation, at least for now. While he has addressed similar situations in the past with brash tweets or dismissive commentary, he's yet to make an official statement about Chrisean and Coi's showdown. Some fans think he's staying quiet to avoid making things worse, while others believe he's enjoying the attention. From the sidelines, one thing is certain: his silence isn't doing anything to stop the speculation. Is he secretly entertaining Coi behind Chrisean's back? Did he know Coi was planning to approach him? Is he playing both sides? These are the questions currently flooding fan pages and gossip blogs alike. Fans' way in social media has been ablaze with commentary since the incident. On Twitter and Instagram, fans are split. Some are defending Chrisean's actions, saying she's just protecting her relationship from outside threats. Others believe her reaction was over the top and question whether the couple's volatile dynamic is sustainable. Chrisean, always on 10, one user tweeted. You can't even breathe around Blueface without her going off. Another wrote, why is Keila even trying to come back into this mess? She knew what she was doing. Some fans, however, are tired of the drama altogether. At this point, they all need therapy. This isn't love, it's chaos. Read one widely shared post. What's next? So where do things go from here? As of now, there's been no public reconciliation between Chrisean and Blueface, but their history suggests that it's only a matter of time before they're back posting affectionate photos and proclaiming their undying love for each other. Whether or not Coi Leray remains in the picture is another story. If Chrisean has her way, it's likely that Keila won't be making any further appearances unless she's ready for another confrontation. In the broader scope of celebrity relationship drama, this latest clash is just another chapter in the never-ending saga of Blueface and Chrisean. But as with all stories that involve this duo, one thing is clear: nothing is ever truly settled, and the next twist is always just around the corner. Blueface crosses the line as Chrisean Rock reaches breaking point. A tumultuous love story nears collapse just when it seemed like things couldn't get messier. Blueface and Chrisean Rock's rollercoaster relationship took another dramatic plunge, one that left fans stunned, critics outraged, and Chrisean herself in tears. Blueface, never one to hold back, added fuel to the fire with a cruel and deeply personal dig that pushed an already fragile situation to the edge. Blueface's public shade. The latest blow came in the form of a pointed and public insult from Blueface, aimed directly at the woman who stood beside him through arrests, infidelity, and viral scandals. Chrisean Rock. In a series of now infamous posts, Blueface declared, I've only had one real woman in my life, and it's not who y'all think, it's Plan C. The jab was brutal, and it didn't take long for fans to connect the dots. Plan C, an apparent reference to emergency contraception, was widely interpreted as a coded dig at Chrisean and her ongoing pregnancy. The backlash was swift and merciless, with social media erupting in defense of Chrisean and condemnation of Blueface's callousness. But he didn't stop there. In what many viewed as an unforgivable escalation, Blueface implied that Chrisean should terminate her pregnancy. He dropped subtle but cruel hints, saying things like, it's not too late to start over and kids need stable parents, not chaos. While he didn't name her directly, the implication was painfully obvious. The internet responded with outrage, accusing Blueface of emotional abuse and manipulation. Chrisean's emotional breaking point. For Chrisean, it was more than just another insult, it was a turning point. In a vulnerable and raw post shared across her platforms, she poured her heart out. I'm done playing games, she wrote. I'm pregnant, I'm tired, and I've given everything I have. Her words struck a chord with thousands. She reflected on the many sacrifices she's made for love. The tattoos of Blueface's name and face inked on her body. The infamous missing tooth, a symbol of one of their many physical altercations, and the emotional toll of repeatedly forgiving someone who rarely shows remorse. Don't feel bad for me, she added. I'm grown. I made my bed, and now I'm lying in it. But I'm done. I'm moving on. The heartbreak in her tone was evident. For a long time, Chrisean had positioned herself as fiercely loyal, ride or die. But this time, something felt different. Fans noticed it too. Her usual fire and fight were replaced with a quiet resolve, a weariness that suggested she might finally be serious about walking away. A pattern of chaos. This isn't the first time the couple has aired their toxic dynamic for the world to see. Over the past 2 years, they've been involved in countless public spats, arrests, cheating scandals, and on-camera confrontations. Their highs are euphoric and their lows are devastating, a cycle that's become disturbingly familiar. What makes this latest episode so painful is the added element of Chrisean's pregnancy. Carrying a child in the midst of such turbulence has placed her under immense emotional pressure, and fans have expressed growing concern for her mental and physical well-being. Many believe Blueface crossed an irreversible line. It's one thing to argue, one fan tweeted, but to tell a pregnant woman, the mother of your child, to consider abortion on social media, that's psychological warfare. Fans and celebrities speak out. The public response has been overwhelming. Thousands of fans, influencers, and even fellow celebrities have voiced their support for Chrisean. Hashtags like #ProtectChris, EAN, and #LeaveBlueface trended on Twitter and TikTok for days. Some have applauded her decision to move on, urging her to prioritize her baby and mental health. "You're not weak for loving someone," one user commented. Under her post, "You're strong for finally walking away." Others criticized Blueface for his repeated mistreatment of Chrisean, calling out the industry for enabling his behavior. "We've been watching this man disrespect this girl for years," a popular influencer said on Instagram Live. "It's time we stop laughing and start holding him accountable." What comes next? As of now, Chrisean has yet to fully clarify her next steps, while her statement suggests she's ready to leave Blueface for good. Those familiar with their history know that declarations like this have been made and undone in the past. Still, there's a growing sense that this time might be different, whether or not she follows through. What's clear is that Chrisean is at a crossroads. She's expecting a child, facing public humiliation, and trying to reclaim her sense of self after years of being caught in a toxic cycle. Her recent posts reflect a woman who is deeply wounded but also aware, awake, and perhaps finally ready to heal. For Blueface, the consequences of his actions are mounting. While he continues to play the villain role online, the public's patience is wearing thin. Once admired for his music and rebellious attitude, he now finds himself increasingly isolated as fans turn against him in defense of the woman he once claimed to love. In the end, this isn't just celebrity drama, it's a stark and painful portrait of what happens when love turns into control, when loyalty becomes exploitation, and when someone finally decides enough is enough. Meanwhile, Blueface tweeted his usual blunt message, "Ain't no buts. It's my way or the highway." Yet, despite everything, Chrisean remained emotionally entangled. "I only like the drama because it's with my favorite person," she admitted. "I don't care. On my birthday, I'll fight whoever. I'll even forgive a girl. But I still miss him." Clearly Chrisean hasn't let go, and she's willing to defend her connection to Blueface against anyone, including Coi Leray and others who might get in the way. The drama continued when media personality Jason Lee exposed Coi for allegedly trying to stir up old feelings toward Blueface. Coi had reportedly reached out to Jason, worried that an interview with Blueface and Chrisean would damage her own image. Jason responded, saying he interviews whoever the audience wants, and right now, Blueface and Chrisean are the hot topic. For context, Coi once avoided questions about her past relationship with Blueface, though many fans believed they dated back in 2020. After they split, Blueface moved on with Chrisean and a few other women. Coi, who was once rumored to be a serious contender for Blueface's heart, now seems to be watching from the sidelines. All in all, it's a whirlwind of emotion, messy love triangles, and public clashes. And while some have walked away, others, especially Chrisean, seem deeply entangled in a story that's far from over. After photos surfaced online of Blueface and Coi Leray together in the studio, the internet lit up, and Chrisean Rock was not here for it. Taking to her Instagram stories, Chrisean didn't hold back, throwing direct shots at Coi. She warned her, saying, "Hope it was worth it. God already made me bigger than both of you combined." She went on to accuse Coi of using her for clout, claiming Coi only hung around her to get close to Blueface for a feature. Not out of genuine friendship, in Chrisean's eyes. This wasn't just a betrayal, it was calculated. She called out Coi's supposed two-faced behavior and said, straight up, that she might have to slap her for getting involved in what she called politics. She didn't agree with, though Chrisean and Coi have never been close. Their shared connections, including ties to Blueface's 100 Squad, have kept their paths crossing. Coi, meanwhile, often posts cryptic messages on Instagram, warning her followers to steer clear of certain people. Some believe those are subtle digs at Chrisean. The tension, it's been bubbling under the surface for a while. Then came Jason Lee. His commentary, where he exposed Coi's possible intentions and role in the drama, only added fuel to the fire. While some brushed it off as Jason just doing his usual messy media antics, others, including Beyoncé once, apparently have called him out for stirring up drama under the guise of just doing his job. Regardless, his words hit a nerve. Sources close to Chrisean believe she's convinced Coi fed Jason information to undermine her and potentially win Blueface back. And Chrisean, who's long been fiercely territorial when it comes to Blueface, is not about to let that slide, even if it means a public confrontation. Those close to the situation say Chrisean has always seen Coi as a threat, accusing her of trying to damage her reputation early on and edge in on her relationship. One insider said flatly, Chrisean thinks Coi still wants Blueface, and she's ready to defend her man at all costs. Online, opinions are divided. Some fans are baffled that anyone would be jealous of Chrisean and Blueface's chaotic relationship, calling it nothing to envy. Others can't help but cringe at the constant drama. "Please don't get caught up again," one person tweeted. "That would be so sad." But here's the thing. Chrisean has never been shy about throwing hands or making noise when it comes to protecting her spot next to Blueface, no matter how toxic things get between them. And now with Coi seemingly stepping into the ring, the tension has reached a whole new level. Coi may have underestimated just how messy things could get. Maybe she thought a casual studio session was harmless. Maybe she didn't expect Chrisean to be watching her every move. Or maybe, just maybe she knew exactly what she was doing, because in this era of likes, follows, and viral spats, there's no such thing as an innocent picture. This isn't just drama, it's public, petty, and explosive. And with Chrisean Rock, Blueface, and Coi Leray all in the mix, the situation has turned into something way bigger than a social media spat. It's a whole storm, and it's just getting started. More than drama, Chrisean, Blueface, and Coi in a battle for identity, power, and the algorithm. This fight isn't just about Blueface. On the surface, sure, it looks like another love triangle, fueled by jealousy, betrayal, and clout. But for Chrisean Rock, this battle runs deeper. It's not just about a man, it's about reclaiming her voice, her image, and the empire she helped build. An empire that, in many ways, turned her pain into profit and her name into a brand, but never truly gave her the power she deserved. From day one, Chrisean wasn't just a participant in Blueface's chaotic rise to fame, she was a catalyst. Her fierce loyalty, raw vulnerability, and no-holds-barred attitude turned her into a viral force. Whether fans were cheering her on or criticizing her every move, they were watching. And the internet, as always, was eating it up. But now, the tides are shifting. Some say Chrisean has lost control, that she's spiraling, acting out, going too far. Others, however, see something different. A woman waking up inside the machine she helped power. A woman who's been gaslit, publicly embarrassed, and constantly underestimated, now finally pushing back. And Coi, Blueface's ex, potential current flame, and now rival to Chrisean, didn't just step into the picture. She stepped into a war zone. The internet might label it petty, but at its core, this isn't just about jealousy. It's about two women thrown into a narrative neither of them fully controls, playing roles they never auditioned for, while the man at the center, Blueface, watches from the sidelines. A reality show without cameras. This feud feels like something straight out of reality TV only. There are no producers, no editors, and no safe words. Everything plays out in real time. Instagram lives, Twitter rants, subtweets, and screenshots. The fans aren't just viewers, they're participants, fueling the fire with hashtags, comments, and duets on TikTok. Blueface, meanwhile, appears to be loving it. His smirk is almost visible through the screen. A man who's made himself a master of the algorithm. Every fight, every tear, every explosive moment only pushes his name further into the feed. His love life has become part of the rollout strategy. His chaos, monetized. And yet, that chaos comes at a cost. A cost Chrisean seems increasingly unwilling to keep paying. The fanbase in turmoil as always. Fans are divided. Some are urging Chrisean to walk away for good, begging her to prioritize peace over passion. "You deserve so much better," they write. "Focus on your baby, your music, your healing." Others are pointing fingers at Coi, accusing her of deliberately reigniting the fire to stir controversy, knowing exactly what it would trigger in. Then there are those calling Blueface out directly for weaponizing women's emotions, for turning intimate pain into public spectacle, for using controversy as currency. "Love isn't supposed to look like this," one tweet read. "This is performance art, and the only person getting paid is him?" But amid all the noise, there's a deeper conversation taking place, one about power, gender, and survival in the age of viral fame. This isn't over. One thing is certain. This saga is far from finished. If you followed Chrisean for more than 5 minutes, you know she doesn't stay down for long. She snaps back, she shows up, she fights harder even when the odds are stacked against her. And Coi, she's not the type to stay quiet, especially when her name's trending. And Blueface, well, if there's one thing he thrives on, it's chaos and attention. The more noise, the better. For him, every blow-up is a boost, every meltdown a moment to capitalize on. So here we are, caught in the digital crossfire, waiting for the next subtweet, the next diss track, the next red carpet run-in that sends the internet into meltdown. Because this isn't just celebrity gossip anymore. This is full-scale digital warfare playing out in Instagram captions, DMs, studio sessions, and comment sections. And if you thought the peak already happened, just wait until all three end up at the same event. Buckle up, the saga's still unfolding.